exterior inspection. I'm standing at the rear left elevation. Up here we have an opening in the eaves, and just between the end stone, which is capping off the brick line at the top of the wall here, got a large gap that should be sealed because it's an entrance point for rodents. You have bushes on the front of the house here. They need to be cut back. You should have a gap between the bushes and the wall. A gap that prevents things like termites and other undesirable visitors getting onto the walls. I think it's just due to trimming. It looks like they've been trimmed quite well, but the back just needs to be trimmed back from the wall. We're at the front elevation. These light fittings here should be caulked. You need caulking all the way around here. There's electrical circuitry in there, or cables, wires, and they need to be protected from the environment, water. And just by caulking around it will actually help. We're at the front right elevation, and these windows here have lost their sills. You can see there's fogging in the window. Now, if I find fogging in one window, what it indicates is that possibly most of the windows are coming to the end of their serviceable life. They go out literally together because they were installed at the same time. So you've got to consider that at some point you're going to be replacing some windows. It's normal. It's what happens with these buildings. They do need that little bit of extra care. When you've got double glazed or triple glazed, they do lose their seals. We're at the right elevation now. We have a small settlement crack here, can you see? Running down to the lintel. That's common settlement. And it's also, you see there's a little bit of movement in the trim board here. And there's a little crack here, so it's either side, just a bit of movement. Now, I'm saying that settlement crack, but another thing that can cause it is not having weep holes over the steel lintels of the garage, because that allows moisture to build up, and the moisture can cause movement in the components and the wall around the garage doors. We have steel lintels over the windows here, and they should have weep holes. At the elevation, right elevation over the garage, just checking here, you can see I've lifted the shingles and the underlayment's been installed incorrectly. It should have been installed over the top of the strip edge, not under it. Now here we've got a penetration, and that penetration has leaked, and somebody's been up here to fix the leak by caulking it. You've seen the camera and you see me. You've got caulking around there. Well, that's no good. You've got to actually replace that hood, that vent. So we're still over the garage, and here you can see we've got a shingle which has been damaged. Looks like tool damage. In other words, during the construction process, somebody damaged it with their tools. Here we've got another. That's no problem. the attic access hatch. And you see here the actual door should have a weather seal on it, much the same as the weather seals found on the garage door here. There's a weather seal. The whole idea is this is a fire door, heavy, keeps the fire back, but in addition this needs a fire protection through a weather seal, because if you don't have it, then fumes and fire can get up into the attic in the event of a fire. Even if you don't have a fire, you store chemicals, petroleum, stuff like that in the attic and in the garage, and those fumes can get into the attic itself. Water heater is missing sediment traps on the gas lines. We have everything else is okay apart from the vent hoods don't have sheet metal screws securing the vent hood and the flue on both of them. Temperature pressure relief valve here. That works. That works. There's no sediment traps on the gas line to the furnace. Yeah, the flues here and the actual hoods are not square, they should be, and they're missing the metal screws holding them in place. No sediment traps. We're in the other attic. Again, no sediment traps, no bonding on the flues. And we have Romex cables, unprotected, running across service boards. Okay, we have a misaligned vent hood here. It's actually going to spill fumes out into the attic itself. That's not a good thing. That needs to be fixed. It's not good for the family. Now the reason is, you can see around here, camera in the right place, you see the leg has come out, it's moved. That is the precise reason you should use sheet metal screws in the actual foot and also on the flue itself, so they are physically attached and cannot part. If you look closely at the decorative stonework, for example here, that decorative stonework, and the joint between it and the mortar and the brickwork, you'll see there's cracks opening up. Now that needs to be repointed, otherwise the mortar joint will further deteriorate and water can get in. It also affects, this deterioration affects the stonework around the windows, over the top there, and over the top of this window. There's slightly small cracks that only get worse if you don't repoint them, and that goes for up here. It needs to be repointed. temperature pressure relief valve on one of the hot water heaters in the garage is leaking. You see I tested it, and sometimes this happens. That valve needs to be replaced. Air conditioning systems serving the master bedroom. Yes, serving the master bedroom. It's level, it's got insulation, all looks good. Air conditioning system serving the remainder of the house. On the ground floor, all units are running. Insulation missing from this unit, that needs to be repaired. Yeah, the insulation's deteriorating on this line. Sorry?
Like protein bar?
No, I just had a bagel, thank you. Very kind of you to offer, but I'm fine. Zone 1 is the sprinklers on the flower beds at the front elevation. Zone 2 is the front yard. Looks like we might have a broken head. Yeah, broken head in zone 2. Zone 3. Zone 4, right elevation. Zone 5. Zone 7. Zone 8. Spark cleaner, the cleaner, pool cleaner working, bubble working in the blower working for the jacuzzi. Lights are all on. Condition of the coping, excellent. Fountain, well, the waterfall's been running pretty well all day. Should come back on when I put it back onto automatic. Skimmers are in good condition. Clean. All told, pool is in very good condition. Okay, and the furnace is fired up. Furnace 4 is fired up. Kitchen supply heating fired up. Yep, final furnace fired up.